Singapore is a brewing pot of culture and innovation. We have the wackiest food combinations, seen the largest number of startups in the past year, and a society that embraces the wilder side of things. Recently, the latest trend rode its way to Singapore, a trend that redefines fun and travel. This trend has already been on tracks for quite some time in popular urban cities such as Beijing, Melbourne, and London. We are talking about bike-sharing services that are flourishing in sunny Singapore. Officially launched in January, obike is the first stationless bike-sharing service from China to come to Singapore. Here's how it works. First, download the obike app on Apple Store or Google Play. Register with your phone number and pay the registration fee. Then, find the nearest bike and reserve it. Unlock the bike by scanning its QR code. And ta-da! Your bike is ready. When you are done riding, lock the bike and park it in a designated bike rack. Click, scan, and go. Over the past few months, obike has been gaining much attention from the press and social media. Obike's entrance into the Singaporean market was a great move for the company, especially with the high receptivity of sharing services in Singapore. Additionally, Singapore has been developing its cycling infrastructure as it encourages more individuals to take public transport and drive less. But unlike other cities, Singapore doesn't have a culture of cycling as a commute option. So, obike may face the problem of low awareness and a lack of positioning that resonates with our upcoming target audience. Hence, the planning of how to market obike is essential. Here, we will be discussing how obike can best promote and integrate itself into the local market. Bike sharing is not new. Many Chinese competitors like Mobike and Ofo soon launched their services locally as well, and with different pricing strategies and bike features. To gain a better understanding of where obike stands, we pitted it against its competitors. Obike, with the highest number of bike distribution, is more accessible than Mobike, and with GPS and tracking functions, it makes it more high-tech than Ofo. When we segmented all of our possible target segments and plotted on a perceptual map, we saw that obike would be best catered to social youths. So who are the social youths? Social youths are individuals who are tech-savvy and always on the lookout for new things to try. They are usually early adopters and the most receptive to new brands. After we chose our target segment, we sent out our survey, and we derived these 3 insights. Obike initially had a low awareness with less than 10% having heard of it. Many people see cycling as a social activity. Finally, we narrowed down our top 3 social media outlets. Our first marketing objective is to increase our revenue to $1 million. We aim to do so by increasing the number of obike users. Utilizing the IDA model, we aim to get 2% of social youths in Singapore to use obike. Moving forward to the media objectives, we decide to use a pulsing schedule to effectively maximize reach through all of our channels in all 3 phases. Many people see cycling as a social activity, having a reach of 50% for all channels. And finally, getting our messages heard 3 times by 40% of social use in the awareness stages. Obike has to tighten its gears on a positioning that will allow them to attract social use. We decided to showcase the benefit of fuss-free fun. We want to give the youth the option of an affordable, hassle-free way to have fun with friends at a small cost. So let's move on to our media plan. Our year-long campaign would go through 3 cycles of IDA. Here, we have selected 6 different vehicles. Out-of-home media and online take up most of our budget because they are both interactive and captivating. For print, we've chosen these publications because their demographics are in alignment with ours. Friendly and informal, our chosen print media speaks to our audience in the voice they find most familiar. Similarly, we've chosen these TV stations to roll out our ads. TV ads are important to us as they will be able to demonstrate the process of how obike works. We have chosen KISS 92 FM and Class 95, Kiss 92 FM may be more well known for having a demographic that is more female-centric, but we found that it is Singapore's most listened to English radio station. We'll be looking at prime slots in the evening to reach our target audience who may be driving home at that time. Of course, we'll be using ads in our target audience 3 most used social media platforms. We're splitting the ads up into impressions and clicks to drive awareness up and also drive sales. We want these online advertisements to be an immediate call to action as our target audience are already on their smartphone and thus in prime position to download the app. Additionally, we'll be utilizing Spotify because after the aforementioned radio stations, we found that Spotify was the other biggest music provider. And what better way to reach social use than through music? Hoping to capture attention and interest, we'll be buying space on MRT panels and outdoor visual pillars at Dhoby Ghaut, a transition train station that serves almost half of the 4 million MRT commuters daily. In conclusion, we would evaluate the success by achieving the desired number of downloads as well as post-campaign survey. With the growing trend of sharing services, O-Bike has numerous opportunities to present itself as an option for fuss-free fun. Who knows, Singapore might just become the world's next cycling hub. Thanks for watching!